Hey everyone, I'm starting this look off today using my Tamanna palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, also known as Dress Your Face. We are taking the first color blush and I am putting this under my brow bone. This is like a frosty beige tan kind of color. I don't know what you call it. It looks a lot lighter on my skin tone, of course, I guess, but on someone else a little lighter, it probably wouldn't stand out as much, but I kind of like that look for today. Now for the next part, I'm taking the color Bengal and I'm using a fluffy brush and putting this all throughout my crease, sort of as a transition color. Now we are taking the color Custom and I've switched over to a domed fluffy brush. This one kind of comes more at a point in the center, so it's easier to get into your crease with. Now using my Makeup Forever Flash palette, I am taking this light blue color and I'm putting this on my eyelid and blending it out to make it smooth. I'm using this as my base because in a minute we're going to use a blue color for the eyelid and I want to make sure that it pops. The color that we are using is called Venezia or Venezia, I guess you would say. It's in the palette as well. And this is a shimmery blue. Depending on what kind of base you use or if you don't use a base at all, the color is a blue, but it kind of has like a greenish golden undertint to it. So it all just depends on what kind of base you use. Like maybe if I used the green base, it probably would have showed up a little different, but it would still be very, very pretty. Now I'm just going in and blending with the colors Bengal and Custom once again, just adding a little bit more color and blending it and all of that good stuff. Now I am taking the color Chocolate from the palette and I'm putting this right in my crease. This is a matte color. As you guys can see, all of the other shades we use, with the exception of the transition color, are shimmers. So I wanted to deepen my crease and that wasn't really going to happen too much with all that shimmer. Now I'm using this glitter. I got it from like the little thing, like a little kiosk in the middle of the mall some years ago. I believe it's by maybe Bella Terra Cosmetics. I am not exactly sure, you guys, but it's one of those glitters that are in the mall, like in the middle of the aisles. But this shade is called Celebration. Everything else is kind of rubbed off. Now I'm using these lashes. They are called Lash in the City from Velour Lashes. I've also went ahead and applied mascara and liner and I curled my lashes, all of that. For foundation today, I'm using the shade NW44 in Studio Fix Fluid from MAC Cosmetics. This shade is kind of a little bit dark for me. Well, it's not really too dark, it's just kind of maybe too red. I think I'm more yellow undertoned, I guess you could say. This is kind of really red. But once you put on highlight and powder and all of that good stuff, it blends in anyway. Now for concealer, I'm using the LA Girl. No, is this LA Girl or LA Splash? No, it's LA Girl. Yeah, they're concealers, and this one I believe is in the shade crap, I don't even know. I think it's like 102. I use I know the number is like 0102, I believe. and I lost my beauty blender, so I'm just using this little sponge here, and then I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and do some more blending. And I didn't really show all of my foundation today because my camera was going to die and my SD card also started to run out of space, so I was kind of limited. But yeah, you guys have seen me put on foundation plenty of times, like anybody else. But I can do a video on an updated routine if you guys would like to see that. Now I'm taking another one of those LA color concealers, and I'm not sure what shade this is. I have no idea, but I believe it's their darkest concealer. Now I'm just using this like NARS contour kit. I'm using the light shade of the powder to kind of set some of my my highlight areas. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 340. I believe that one is called Caramel. I'm not sure, but I know it's number 340. It's like their second to darkest shade. They only have like 2 brown shades really. Now I'm using some of the Shea Moisture products. This one is kind of just maybe like a bronzer. It doesn't really do contour on my skin tone. Now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 360, and this one is their darkest shade. And I'm using this one for my contour. And I told you guys before, I ran out of space on my SD card and my battery died, so here's where my video ends. Here's a picture from my Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.